So I want to go over last night's trade records, and because it's my first trade ever. Now I didn't actually trade. This is just simulation, but I'm pretty happy I called this correctly. Um, which I think this is Tezos. I'm not 100% sure. Tezos on Binance. Um, yeah. So last night, literally 5 minutes. Like as soon as I hopped in bed, the alerts on my phone started going off for the price. Um, but that's besides the point. Let's just take a look at what happened basically. So, um, let's do this. So basically, what happened was I went to bed right here. Right? No. Right here. Yeah, right here. It was so insane. And these three candles right here. These three candles. Um, I went to bed right like around these two, and then these three candles is when I started getting alerts on my phone, and then you started seeing the drop, um, the drop, all the way to pretty much 152.5, or 152, 1.525. Now, last night I basically saw this. I started getting alerts around right here, and I just yeah. So I saw an Elliott wave count. I was like, this is one, two, three, four, five, and this was either a one, two, three, or this was a full one, two, three, four, five completed wave. If this was one, two, three, we were about to see a fourth wave down here and then a fifth wave up, or we were gonna see an ABC correction. And what we ended up seeing is after we saw this was an ABC correction, which confirmed this was a completed five waves and this was going to be an ABC. And not only that, because that's an ABC, that smaller ABC is makes up the initial A wave here coming down, and then you can expect an even bigger ABC correction coming down. Um, yeah. If anything, you could even go something like A, B, C. Like you could even make this the A, and this could even be bigger. And this is if you're playing it a longer time span. But this could be an even bigger. Look, A, B, huge C, and then this ABC has an ABC. Absolutely, like just clear as day here. But here's the position we were dealing with last night. Basically, um first thing that happened, I started getting alerts right here, this bar, and I ended up, I said to myself, if this was a simulation, like, I don't think you can paper trade on Binance, but we're gonna look at the BitMEX one soon because you can simulate. You can paper trade on BitMEX, and it looks basically very similar to this. But anyway, I started getting alerts here, and I was like, immediately, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna buy the short because I think it's gonna go down. Now, my mistake was I bought in way too early when ideally I should have started shorting as soon as this histogram leveled off here. But I didn't. It's fine. No big deal. Yeah, as soon as this candle right there, you start shorting. Um, and But instead I started shorting on the way up here. And this is here because this was like that's supposed to symbolize an average price. And what ended up happening is this wicked up all the way to 161.6. And that started freaking me out because as I was watching this in real time, I didn't have the order book pulled up yet on Binance. And this was a full like green, like this, the green candle included this. So I started freaking out and I was like, okay, I'm just wrong here, I guess. Like, this is not, because this starts going up, right? And I'm like, this should be going down soon because this is either a third wave or this is a ending fifth wave. And it ended up coming down, then coming back up, then coming all the way down, confirming it was an ABC. Not only that, if I was day trading this, I would have like, I mean, what I did do is I bought into it early, right? The average, probably around there was the average buy-in. If when I called it in the beginning, I could have made about a 1.3% profit going right there, um, which is okay. Um, and you would have gone out. I would have gone out of my position as soon as I saw that. Um, Not only that, if I was more patient as well, I could have waited literally 15 minutes, saw this candle, and you're like, okay, this was obviously the B correction. It's going down again, and basically, so then this completed, and you could have, if I was more patient as well and held on to this short with 1.62 a 1.62 stop loss, I could have I could have rode this all the way down here to end up getting a 3.3% profit. Um, but I'm not sure if I'm comfortable being in a position that long. Ideally, I should have shorted uh this to uh probably, or I started shorting here and then short this entire thing, because then you see the lower low here on the RSI. But anyways, so yeah, that was the first ABC correction, and then I'm like, okay, this makes up, because this is ABC, this makes up an entire A wave. I'm expecting this to go up. How much it was gonna go up, I had no idea, but I knew, right? We were looking for, because it was going up in real time. I'll even upload the footage. It was going up in real time. Here is when I called it quits, because it was um around here, 11:30, right? I really wanted to go to bed. Uh, right around here, I was like, I'm gonna go to bed. But hey, look at what ended up happening. No, 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 it was actually before this. Right around here, I'm like, I'm gonna go to bed. Um, so this makes up the A, and I was expecting it to go up, but I didn't know how much. And I was saying to myself, I was like, as soon as we see the histogram tick down, coupled with a lower low on the RSI, which we got right here, lower low, immediately enter short positions as soon as you see that. As soon as you see that. And what ended up happening, as soon as you see this, you have 15 minutes here, 35 all the way to 11:35 to 11:45. You have 15 minutes to short, um and basically like put your orders in. You have that entire time. Because you know this is gonna go down as soon as you saw this bar right here on top with the RSI and the MACD. Could have made yourself a nice, and you could have rode this all the way to pretty much, we did get an ABC. If you rode it all the way to the end, you could have got maybe 3.5% profit. If you rode it just the A wave, 2.2% profit. Um, yeah, and that was pretty much the call. I did call it quits, like right around here. I was like, I'm going to bed. I know this is leveling off, but like I'm just so tired. Please get me. I wanted to go to bed. But anyways, as I was in bed, alerts. I started getting the alerts on my phone, and I went to bed with the satisfaction of saying, "Hey, I was right. This freaking tanked." Um, and not only that, I wish I just stayed awake for all of this, right? Because what could have happened here? This larger ABC, like I said before, makes up a bigger A. Then you get a B. Then you get a huge C with another ABC coming down right here. Absolutely, like, when did this happen? Like in the middle of the night? If this is now, okay, this happened this morning, like throughout the night. Yeah, so this was 1 a.m., 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 a.m. stayed up all night just playing all this. Like absolutely insane ABC everywhere. Um, let's get rid of those though. Yeah, but that was basically the call here. And yeah, and if you want to use fib retracements, you could have went this. No, sorry, my bad. How would you do this for this right here? So what target? You would pretty much, oops. Yeah, pretty much you would target the, actually, let's do that again. I think if you were gonna do a fib extension on this, you would go do. I think it has to be low to high actually. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. So you go from A to B, and then you target the 3A2, and what do you know? Take profit right here. Definitely take profit right there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So just one more time. Um, I was drawing it from the other direction. You basically want to take your fib extension, A wave to B wave, then target the 3A2. Um, wait a second. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Right? Not sure if I'm using this correctly, but yeah, I would have targeted the 3A2 still, just for like a quick 1%. And you go even more, and then you saw the ABC here. This would have been scary, but no big deal. Could have just kept writing it because you know this isn't gonna go higher than that, so you can put your stop loss there. But yeah, super quick trade. Oh, also, Link also did what I said it was gonna do, and basically, when did I get alerts for this? Oh, right here. Okay, so what ended up happening was I started getting alerts for this right like right here. Um yeah, right around the wave 4. Yeah. It was in the middle of wave 4 to 5 yeah. So I came to Link at this time frame right here. I'll just draw. Yeah, in the middle of wave 5 forming. And basically what ended up happening is I was like, okay, let me see where I can find some Elliott waves. I saw this right here. 1, 2, massive 3, 4, 5, 3 to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 to 5. We saw 1, 2. This was 3. This was 4. And I knew there was going to be a fifth wave coming down here. Yeah, and I knew this was the middle of a fifth wave. Now, this was either going to be the fifth wave going down, finishing this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or it was just the fifth wave going down 4 to 5. Like either way, whenever this starts bouncing up, that's going to be the end of this fifth wave, because again you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then this 4 to 5 wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's the fifth. It's the fifth subwave here makes up this. So I was in the middle of this. I was like, okay, as soon as this starts bouncing up, you're going to see here it wouldn't be a good time because you have a lower you're getting lower RSI, right? Um, but here, as soon as you start getting these higher high on the RSI and the tick, the leveling off, like right here specifically, is when you want to go along. Um, and then I was like, okay, if this is wave five, we're gonna get an ABC correction, and 100% we're getting it, and that's what ended up happening. You have an A, B, and then a C here. It is very nasty. Like it's not the cleanest. Like if anything, that could be ABC, and then this is just completely nasty. If anything, this is just consolidation. But like I called this last night. I was like, hey, this is wave four. Obviously, this is also wave four. This is going to be a fifth wave, and this is the fourth wave to that fifth wave. So I'm expecting a downturn, and you definitely want to go long the moment the RSI is getting a higher high, and combined with the histogram taking off right here. This specific candle, you have 10 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, if you include the candle, to go along here. Could have made yourself on like decent pretty much almost 4.9% profit. Realistically, maybe 4.36. And if you use fib retracement, you probably it's the wrong one. You probably want to target something around the fourth wave. So you start going long here. You want to target, yeah, definitely right here. I would have started taking profit right here in 382. Yeah, basically drop from the second to the third, and then fourth, and you want to start taking profit because look, this is so clean too. It like the 100, right? The one Fibonacci level. And as soon as this is just so clean. Bounce, you could have just taken profit right here. I would have taken profit right here, but over the course of the 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes. But yeah, that's just insane. So that's going to conclude this video.